And we're back.
It's Tuesday.
Howdy, fellas. Let's see. Yeah, 6:30 sharp-ish. Yeah. It's actually 5:30, so I still have. Oh, we still got a bit.
Evening. Oh boy. Usually when you get the evening.
Johnny, yes, I'm late because, for one, it's fashionable. For another, it takes a little longer for me to do things because I've got so much more mass to move. I'm a little squirrely guy. Yeah, I'll be always early. You know? But we have Jody Drone Shots, FTFO, Brand, Eat More Possum, that random tech dude that don't know, can't really share shit, but he's going to talk about it anyway. And then Akirasha, Warren, Chuck, Johnny, and Jim. Good evening to all.
Yep, the Road Warrior.
And good evening to you too there, Buster.
And we were talking, I just got off the road. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know we're gonna get to the toy show and tell.
Yeah.
It is fun. I'm not saying he can go ahead and share his show and tell.
That thing, I've played with it over the weekend. This thing is freaking awesome.
What's he talking about? What's he been playing with over the weekend? I thought you told your mom said that you grow hair on your palms if you did that. I ended up driving through one of the most beautiful places in the world this weekend, and I couldn't put a drone up because I was in a hurry. I just hate it when I get to a place going, oh my God, I got to get a drone up here, and I can't do it. It absolutely kills me.
Couldn't get it up, huh?
Couldn't get it up, man, this weekend either. That's
yeah.
I told you. It's either you're playing with it or you can't get it up. It's one or the other.
As you get older, you'll experience those moments more and more often.
Yes, toys are fun.
At least that's what Johnny said.
That's what he said.
Love you, Johnny. Mean it.
Turkey weekend, Canada? Oh, turkey
weekend.
Yeah,
almost turkey weekend. And they had their Thanksgiving holiday over on Monday. We were watching the Blue Jays game, and the announcers start carving up turkeys, and we were like, what in the dick? What are they doing?
Yeah,
so
why
we looked it up, and yeah, it was the Canadian Turkey Day.
Well, they got some crap to be thankful for too.
And Johnny's Dylan was a TFR the whole weekend. Anybody but you gets to fly. And who's got Thanksgiving in mid-October? Canada does. Heck, the German Thanksgiving is in the spring sometime. I forget one of this, but yeah, it's not anywhere close to what we have it here. So we got lots to talk about, lots of bullshit.
A lot of miscellaneous bullshit, that's for sure.
Lots and lots of freaking uninformed swags.
By the way,
you know what a swag is? It's a scientific wild-ass guess. And with these guys, it's just a wag, really. It's just a wild-ass guess as to how the hell DJI is going to survive this ban thing was shell companies and clones and all
Yeah,
that.
that was just kind of just too much stuff coming at the,
Yeah,
and I just want to share something really quick as as we're segueing there. While we were just getting ready to get on, I threw X up, and here's Bill the drone reviewer bringing up. I mean, it's just one thing after the next. Everybody's got to publish something
yeah,
about Chinese made drones. And now he said all drones that are
yep,
Chinese, including Potensic. And
yep,
so, anyway, we're going there. I'm just saying it just keeps coming. It just doesn't stop coming. It's literally an endless stream of
yeah.
information.
And really, the only things that we do know is that DJI is supposed to have an audit done, whether or not they're a threat to national security. And if that don't get done by a certain date, then they're out, which they've been begging to do, but apparently nobody's been doing at this point. And then on the other hand, we have our FCC with Brandon Carr that's wanting to rewrite the rules here at the end of the month during the October 28th meeting that will also close the loopholes for any Chinese company to use some sort of shell company to bring their tech in. So,
You can talk about it. Just give me a second. Put that
okay.
picture up and keep talking. As he says, shell company. There you go. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
there's our shell company. Well, are they? Is it really a shell company?
Extra's a new one. Just
Well,
showed up.
it's
This is the Action 5 and the
yeah. Well, actually, is that the Action 5? I thought the
yeah.
extra was the Action
This
4 still.
this is the fake Action 5. Well, not the
Okay,
fake, but the shell Action 5, and then of course
the
with the
Pocket
Pocket
3.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is different. I've never seen the extra version of the Pocket 3. And then I did see it, for from the um what's the guy's channel, is it good or is it not, whatever. Why can't I think of that name? It's my age. But anyway, he was talking about, he actually has the extra Edge Pro in his hand, and he was putting it in the stuff, in the accessories for the Action 5. So I'm almost sure it's the Action 5. It's because of the price. It's 345 or something like that. So that would make it an Action 5 and not an Action 4. Yeah, but the good thing is both of those cameras are really good. So
Yeah, but
whatever.
here's the FCC writing in and saying that they're going to take a look under the hood on these devices, and if they find tech from one of the companies on the covered list, that will automatically disqualify that company too.
They all suck, in my opinion. What, the government or these devices? Or us? I don't know.
No, it says they all suck, in my opinion. It's not they don't. He don't want them to suck his opinion.
Oh,
There's a difference. Okay, but yeah. So Brandon Carr is on a rampage again, and if you've been following this show for any time at all, this name has come up before in our show more than once. I'm going to have to give back my Rolex. I can't do that. I don't have any. Well, next time you go to Bangkok, let me know and I'll send it to you. You can take it with you. It's amazing. Anywhere else you pay thousands for a Rolex. You go to Bangkok and they're like $20. wild how that happens. So in Bangkok and in China, you know, that they put a highfalutin name on it, was fake tech in behind it, and that's okay. But here they use the high tech, putting it on the no name, and everybody scream bloody murder. So don't quite know how that works, but hey, whatever. More to show, more
Just
to share.
another version of there's the extra Muse. So the extra, I believe, is that shell name, but
Yeah.
just another same. Another same. I bought a Rolex once in the streets of New York.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
perfect.
New York City, you can get anything for
I,
20
I
bucks.
think I think I did that too. I think I bought one of those fake dive watches, which I never brought diving because for obvious reasons. Do you remember the old dive watches? I'm trying to think. Was it the what was the one the hot one for the longest time?
The Mariner?
Though the Mariner was that's the expensive one. That one was always what was the there was another brand that was digital. I'm like I can't. It's I'll do a little research.
Timex?
Yeah, I'll look and see if I can find it. It was remember it had the little dive tank and you basically it was on that's the cool thing about it is they had it
Well,
all
the
strapped.
dive watches, they all have the bezel on it to where you
Yeah.
could
Yeah. So you could
set
set
your
your
dive
time.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can find the dive watch the old version of the name. That's just it's slipping me right now, but yeah, but it's the
Yeah.
same kind of thing, you know,
No, you don't want to see my dive watch.
you still got one of those?
I have the
The good
wireless
kind.
computer.
Well, the good ones, the good one had kind of a basic computer. I think it just had a depth sensor on it. The one I was
No,
thinking about.
mine is a full-blown dive computer.
Yeah, that's
Was wireless signal to pressure regulator, and
yeah, you
you
got
know,
the
you
yeah, the one
get
with the
all the readouts on the wrist.
yeah. Talk about great. That was the greatest thing. Dive computer was the greatest thing that ever happened. Back to the show.
Yeah. No, that's an old Scuba Pro.
Yeah, Scuba Pro integrated. I'm just looking right now at the dive watches that are available. Like Sunto, it's got one for $500. I mean, it's everything. It's a whole dive computer.
Yeah.
But it isn't integrated with your air. That's the good one, the one that's connected to um the DIN port on the back of that on your so you got real actual air versus downtime. Yeah, there's a lot, but the good ones.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know what we're going through here in the U.S. is common attractions for the folks in Europe. There already is a huge push against drones in Europe. A huge push against drones in Europe. Um, like I said, last stream or the stream before, Denmark shut down the entire airspace for drones for 5 days straight because they were getting sick and tired of dealing with drones flying around airports.
Right.
They actually locked down the German border and searched vehicles for drones. Um, no, Europe is secretly preparing for war at this point.
Yeah.
Some German politician actually wants to declare some stage that's just one step shy of declaration or conditional war, like a preparation for war stage to kick loose, you know, certain protocols and funding.
Poland, I watched a special in Poland and they've got mandatory. No, Finland. Sorry, Finland. They got mandatory conscription, so they have an 800,000 man army all the time.
Yeah. Well,
I think we could watch.
Germany's talking about bringing a draft back.
Yeah, or just a rotation. That dive watch, by the way, is the one. At least the one I remember is the Tag Heuer.
Yep.
They made a great dive.
Tag Heuer, but it's okay.
You what?
Tag Heuer.
Oh yeah. That's like saying.
But it's a fucking Swiss. I know.
It's like saying Volkswagen, and that pisses people off. It's
Right?
It's Volkswagen.
VW.
Volkswagen.
On BMW. Bayerische Motorenwerke.
Yeah, yeah. So they're trying to get the airspace in control because they want to. They kind of have to be on this.
And a special load of Pranov. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, sorry about that. But saying hello from India.
All right, new guy. Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you for popping in. Pranav, welcome to the show. We're just trying to scratch through the gloom and doom and the massive amounts of information flying around. Neither of us really we don't I don't know, at least I don't research it specifically because I don't want to.
You can't research it specifically because none of that information is really readily available.
Yeah, it's subjective in a lot of reasons, in a lot of ways. It's very subjective.
Drone XL's been putting out a lot of articles about stuff, and that K whatever his name is.
Castello. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He seems to be pretty fairly researched. So, but yeah, there's I don't think the shell companies are gonna be the save all for us.
Well, when 51 drones he did say that there is a depth of the mire that could go into the legal system, but there is something called executive order, and there's emergency that there's ways of basically shutting things down without that. It's just it's very difficult because once you shut something down, a court order can open it back up, assuming it goes past a certain time period, which is the time where a president can say no. So there's a certain period of time where a president can go, no, you can't do that. But then the courts kick in, and then there's a legal fight. And if you're looking at multiple names, multiple companies, you're looking for, you're saying digital signatures. We're looking for digital stuff inside of a drone's chipsets, and
they're looking at the physical chipsets. They're looking at the software that goes with them.
Right.
And I mean, it's just.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't see a direct. I'm not one of those people that goes, that's exactly the answer. There's always.
Why would a company, a Chinese company, try to sue themselves into the U.S. market? I mean, just the cost of such suit would be a non-starter for them.
Yeah, it's a lot of dough.
I know DJI's got some skin in the game here in the States. They do have warehouses, they do have shops here, they do have employees here. So I don't know quite how they're going to make all that stick, but national security is the two words that turns everything on its head.
Right. And that's where you get into the executive
Yeah.
and the military, implications, the military, side of the deal.
And law enforcement, they have that term, the safety and security of the facility. That overrides everything.
A good example, or one good example, is what's going on down in Venezuela. We've got the United States Navy down there interdicting in commerce, and we're blowing up boats with people on them. We're literally killing people.
Well, we're not blowing them up in Venezuelan waters.
No,
we're
it's
doing
international.
that in international waters.
Yeah, so then it becomes a case of. Anyway, I'm not getting the right and wrong of that, but I'm just saying that there is a power that will allow for extreme measures if there is a threat. So,
yeah.
What I was thinking about today, Kai, is, obviously we're looking at a lot of things at school, but isn't it interesting that Venezuela lies, I don't know, within a couple hundred nautical miles of the Panama Canal? How that naval strategy right there is in the middle of this, because of the efforts of the Chinese to trying to control some of the canal zone. I just think that that's like all intertwined. We got this, and we have 3 Marine divisions there.
Well,
so anyway.
You top that off was the fact that Nicaragua is wanting to put up their own channel backed by the Chinese. Even though that one Chinese billionaire that was involved apparently took a few steps back from that project. But yeah. Nicaragua is looking to build a new canal because they too want,
competing canal. Why not?
They all want a piece of the cake there too. And Mexico is putting together a rail system between the Gulf and the Pacific.
But think about that. That's interesting. Like you brought that up before.
Like 5 tracks parallel to each other that they're
and that's very interesting to think that, you take those shipping containers and now you robot them onto 5 trains, bang. I mean, that's a solution to the problem. I mean, you obviously have to onboard and offboard the stuff. But anyway, we're getting into and FTFO is saying, so any country can blow. No, we're not. We're not making political points like that. We're just saying that that's happening, in that if a country sees a threat from the outside, there is a period of time where they can enact emergency measures to protect what they believe is a threat. So I'm not arguing the fact that you blow up a boat without looking on board, but I'm not, like I said, I don't want to get into that, because I don't believe that those ships or those boats are being blown up not knowing what's on board. I really believe that is easily discovered, that there is a clear, that's my guess, because if you're going to do something that like shoot a drone out of the air, if you're going to do something like that.
The thing is, if you're going to blow up a boat, okay, you do it in international waters, not to piss off whichever country that boat happens to be in. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that takes that country out of the equation. Are those boats still running on a Venezuelan flag? Probably. My guess is they're not even flagged.
Yeah. So I don't know. You don't know. So it's
And most of those truck runner boats are not flagged. They don't have EIBs on them. They don't have, any kind of,
right. I use you're saying the just like the aircraft have boats have the same thing that
yeah,
are yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying it's okay to shoot because I feel could you imagine being one of those guys that says, "Hey, go take this load," and I'm like, "No, I'm not going to go out there," because they know for a fact exactly what's going to happen when they take that freaking load out, whatever the load is. So some freaking poor
yeah,
dude is getting behind the wheel of a freaking speedboat, thinking he's going to outrun a Hellfire missile or whatever they're using. But anyway, we're not trying to make the political. We're trying to discuss how a government can shut down a corporate entity using other powers other than the courts. So
yeah,
yeah, they have the power to do that. Just like any country, it's like if you incur into Russian airspace and you're flying a Cessna, they're going to shoot your ass out of the sky unless you have a reason or a flight plan. And even if you didn't have a flight plan or a reason, they would shoot you out of the sky and say, "Hey, we had the guys were a little trigger happy yesterday, and sorry." But anyway, I know we're getting into that kind of
yeah. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's just that we know it's not
If
fun, but we're
if
just
somebody shoots your drone down, yes, it will magically disappear
yeah, it's gone.
because it's gonna be gone. So, um, yeah, no, Coast Guard, they will try to stop them first, but if they starting running, they're not gonna play around for long. So it's entirely up to the crew on board whether or not they want to live. If they decide they want to live, they'll pull over and let themselves get boarded and get this sorted out. And if they got nothing to worry about, then they'll just stop. They get boarded, they get searched, and that was the end of it.
And I obviously the
They
point,
don't just go around and say, "Oh, that boat right there, I don't like it. Shoot it out the water."
yeah,
You know,
and there's a
don't quite
point,
work that way.
there was a point being made because the point
Yeah,
is that if you got crap on it that we know is bad and you stick it out there in the the Caribbean, we're gonna we're gonna vaporize it. So just don't do it. So instead of telling but somebody don't and then not acting, we're just every time a boat goes out, there's another one. There's but
yeah.
but like
I just saw a report today in Germany. They busted a whole drug ring and they searched about 20 properties, and two of them turned out to be labs. They just carried containers worth of shit out of those houses. So Breaking Bad is real.
yep.
So all
Yeah.
right, now that we gone completely off kilter and off script and everything else,
Yeah, I think we're right on where we normally are.
yeah, way out in left field, and without a clue where it actually was we're heading.
Because you guys know where we're at. This is where we're at. We want to fly and be left alone. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm just like you guys. I want to fly and be left alone doing it. I want to keep flying as long as possible until I don't I can't recognize my money or my drones. I'll just be a vegetable there with a bunch of um
that's what, about 6 months from now.
exactly. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, we wanna continue flying.
move to Canada. There's
Dude,
no
with all the shit
regulations
that's
there.
going on in Canada right now, I ain't going anywhere as close to that place.
Hey, don't you remember COVID? People getting freaking locked into their houses. All right, I'm just making the statement there. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard. I heard it was pretty tough to walk down the street during there was no lockdowns where I lived, so we got, so I'm just saying that it can be extreme wherever you go. But with drones, that I guess Canada has a little more. By the way, I got what's his face? XJet. He flies drones in New Zealand.
Yep.
Now, I've actually researched New Zealand. They have no qualifications. You don't need to be certified to fly a drone, period. They just have restrictions about where you can fly. And it's very subjective. That's what.
Well, I think you need to hook up with XJet when you go there.
No, I think he's on the
And
South Island. I'm not going to be in the South Island. I'll be in the North Island. I think
so,
he's.
Pranav, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock Central Daylight Time here, 6 p.m.
But yeah, I do when I watch Drone Man Canada, you know where I'm talking about.
Captain Drone?
Yeah, he has a lot of freedom there. He doesn't fly with much fear. So
Well, but he's also flying at a school most of the time,
yeah,
which I believe is set up as some sort of AMA field anyway, because
yeah,
they're all flying there.
right. There is definitely.
So they got some going on in that spot. And he's got a couple extra spots that he likes to fly, what he calls his beach.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the Ottawa River.
Yeah.
So he's.
I mean, that's all very nice looking area where he's at. So he's got a good area to fly in.
Okay. I found a dive computer that is air integrated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a new one though. It's not a. It said, let's see who makes it.
Look up the Scuba Pro Soul. I don't know if that thing's still on the market or not, but it's Scuba Pro and an SOL, which I thought was a freaking funny ass name for a dive computer.
Yes, well,
shit out of luck.
That's not a good name for a dive computer. You said Scuba Pro?
Scuba Pro Soul.
Yeah. These are just there's companies that are selling these.
Even has an apnea dive function on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Scuba Pro. There we go. Scuba Pro Galileo 3. They're actually not bad price wise. $500.
Yeah, no, mine was a bit more than that.
Oh yeah, I know they can spend as much as you want. I've obviously Scuba Pro. You just say again? The Galileo must be the new one. M2. That's a Luna. Is yours a LCD screen or rectangular screen?
Yeah. Galileo Soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Luna is the cheaper version of it.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I see it. Yeah. What a great dive. What's some great dive computers. Freaking awesome. Luna. I got an air unit that's inside of the here's the expensive one. Holy crap. Galileo 2 G2. All right.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Soul Complete.
Has a freaking heart monitor.
Oh wow, yeah. It's $1,200, almost $1,300.
Those freaking transmitters like $300 a pop.
Guys, you have to have that stuff. If you've ever been diving and you've not had computers, I've dove without computers for a long time, and that's when you go to a computer, it's like a night and day. It's like a totally different experience. You literally aren't just guessing, kind of organizing and putting an average on.
Well, this and
Yep, you get us going down the freaking dive hole. It's a pretty. He sent me a shark video. I hate those. And I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the shark and going, "Where's the dangerous shark?" I keep looking and waiting for it to come out, and it didn't come out.
okay, this is the newer version, but I did have I owned one of these at one
That's
point.
a rebreather, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the high tech stuff there. That's the crap that freaking you can. Then you can
That's the
literally
kind of crap they don't put a price tag on online.
right because it's extremely expensive, but it gives you basically
215-minute dive time.
yeah, it's nuts. You literally can dive for days, and then as long as you don't need decompression, and then usually you don't because you're breathing what oxygenated. What's
Well,
the
it captures your exhaled air, puts
right?
it through a scrubber to remove the CO2, and
Which is
adds O2 as needed
right.
to keep your mix where you want it to be.
So you're not accumulating nitrogen at all. That's
Oh no, you still accumulate nitrogen because of the depth, but
yeah, okay.
you
But
can run it to where you run it was a higher O2
right.
than normal air to where you have less nitrogen to worry about.
Yeah, so oxygen is the key to keep you from getting freaking dopey.
Well, I don't know how familiar our audiences was diving and what they call partial pressures, but there was a guy that set a new record for scuba diving. He went to like 1,044 feet
Yeah.
on open circuit scuba, meaning
Wow.
regular tank was a freaking regulator. Okay. Highly specialized regulator to deal with the pressures that are down there. But you can dive down to 1,000 feet without, much special equipment because the only airspace you have to worry about is in your ear, right? But we did the math. Now, on the surface, our air's got what, 18% oxygen in it? If it falls much below 14, you're gonna have issues. At 13, that's almost not breathable anymore. We did the math on his mix was as deep as he was. He couldn't have had more than 8% oxygen in the mix.
1,000 feet. That is insane.
1,044 feet. It took him like 30 minutes to get down there, but it took him like 14 hours to come back up. Because he had to do intervals on the way back, deco intervals. Did anybody watch that diver movie with Woody Harrelson, The Last Breath? If you haven't watched it, it's not the most exciting movie of them all, but it's based on a true story. And basically, the guy was laying on the bottom of the sea for, what was it, 20, 30 minutes? Dead. and they pulled him back into the dive bell and revived him, and he never had any issues from it. But it had all to do was partial pressures and water temperatures and everything else. It's quite interesting. Damn, have we gone completely off subject now?
If I would if this would have been my channel and it would have been 30 years ago, I would have had a dive channel. I wouldn't have had a drone channel. It would have been diving. I would have talked about diving. I'd have shared dive video. I'm just saying that's where I would have gone. There's no question about it. So that kind
Yeah,
of
but where are you gonna go diving? I mean, other than your pool.
Oh, we got there's lots of places. We got a big reservoir that's got really cool dive crap in it. It's got sunken plane, bus.
Yeah, we
Um,
got a lake like that up in Austin.
we also I'm only a 2 hours away from Lake Mead. I used to dive there. Lake Mead is freshwater diving. We would dive all kinds of
Yeah,
different areas.
but that's not a lake anymore. That's a puddle.
And then we would I also traveled to California all the time. We would road trip it to San Diego, and I dove off the coast there. I love the California diving. I did a lot of diving in California.
How do you know the boogeyman is 1,000 foot underwater there, Howie?
Hey, dude, I dove at night in shark infested freaking great white water.
Yeah, it's the best time to dive.
At
The
night.
only thing is, if you fly out and dive with a rebreather, that's like freaking cheating, especially when you go spearfishing. Because when you dive open scuba, you blow bubbles, and that scares off the fish, right?
Right.
Well, go spearfishing was a recirculator. No bubbles to blow.
Yeah, no bubbles. And I dove with a cheater, but he had neither a rebreather or scuba. He was a free diver. I was on a scallop boat, and
Mm-hmm.
those scallop guys can free dive to 50, 60, 70 feet, probably deeper than that. And they would sneak up to me every once in a while and tap on me
Yep.
and go like this with no freaking gear on.
Weight
And just
belt.
go and just slowly kind of just tool away from you. Guys, 40 feet is freaking deep. For me, it's deep because of you can't just run to the surface and call it a day. You have to slowly ascend from deeper than 30 feet. But
Yeah, well,
45 feet, it's
the free divers have that shallow water blackout shit going on, where they basically run out of oxygen.
yeah. I dove off the coast of Catalina. I dove on they used to have concrete boats that out there that they would bring stuff back and forth. And there's a sunken one out there called the Sujak. I dove on that. That's where I got nitrogen narcosis because I was drinking the night before. And I went out on this deep dive after a
Get the
long night of
North
partying.
chicken.
It was bad. I mean, I freaking the people I were diving with, one of them was a dive master. He's looking at me, and then he started going through counting and things, and I was like doing this kind of stuff back, and he's like, he grabbed hold of me. He's like, and I just went, okay, that's fine.
So
It
to
makes you
y'all
silly.
that don't know nitrogen narcosis, it's like drunk.
It's underwater drunk, yeah. And
It's literally the feeling of just pulling down a half a bottle of vodka.
yeah, it feels
And the
good, man.
funniest thing is, you go up by 10 feet and it stops. I mean, just like that, it's gone.
Yeah. And once you know that you're like, whoa, that was weird because you'd have just kept dicking around, until your air was gone. That's why you have to dive with people.
Well,
But anyway, all right.
my buddy and I, we went through a couple of classes together. I think we started taking class together in rescue diver. So we went rescue diver all the way to dive master together. And Lake Travis up here in Austin, it was like way down, like 30 foot down. And at the dam, that thing is just over 200 feet deep. So we're like, okay, it's way down. It might even be 40, 50 foot down at that point. But we're going to get us, we calculated a 28% mix on nitrox, 28% oxygen. And we're going to go to the bottom of the freaking lake. We're going to see the original riverbed. And we went for it. We jumped, both had 100 cubic foot tanks. And we started going down. And deepest we went was 145 foot.
That's deep.
That's
You're
no
past
fucking
what they
around
call
anymore.
recreational dive depth. So recreational dive depth is 130.
Supposed to be maxed out at 130. But I mean, we both, very active. I think we both had our master scuba diver at that point, if not already had our dive master. So we had a pretty good idea. He went on to become an instructor, and actually he's a Trimix instructor now. He lives in Hong Kong these days. So
My gear is so old they don't even sell the parts for it. I'm just looking for parts. It doesn't. They don't exist.
well, my gear is still all. I just had all my tanks rechecked. They all passed. No, the big inspection, hydro inspection. And I have 3 sets of Scuba Pro regulators, primary and secondary, and octas and all that shit. We'll have to go by the shop and get all that shit reinstated. Flies on FPV, Mikey, howdy, feller. How's y'all's frame coming about? They've been working getting a frame put together, and last I heard they were being cut in Canada. Is that still the situation there, Mikey? Right now I'm not buying any more frames. I've got so much shit laying around here that I haven't done anything with. It's kind of pathetic, really. Oh, frames are done. They're on the way. Is CNC Drones gonna have it on the shelf to order, or you just selling them out of your or through your channel? The guys there, CNC Drones, CNC Madness, whatever you want to call them, they're good guys. Drone Delirium just got the nano battery, and the Go 2 is getting bad. Yep.
I could get a base.
There's
Package.
something else I haven't really played with too much yet, but there is something I did play with, and I kind of hinted it in our intro, whatever you want to call it, because the Eagle has landed.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Let's get back focused here. There we go.
Yeah. Let's focus on cameras, shall we?
X5.
Insta360 X5.
Yeah, Kai has learned. He's got bitten by the bug, and it's a very it's if you like to tinker, it's a great camera for tinkering.
Well, okay, this is kind of my birthday to myself thing. Originally, I was looking at um, new monitors for my computer here. I had ordered some new monitors. It ended up being quite the catastrophe, and I just returned the monitors and scrapped that whole idea of changing out monitors. And
You're
then
already
I
with you already
decided
have
360
32s. What's
camera
your
is going to be
resolution?
more fun than anything.
You got 32s right now. What's your resolution? 1080?
No, I'm on QHD 256 by 1440.
Okay, so you're good, man.
Yeah. Now, I've tried the 4K with the 32-inch monitors, but shit gets so small, then you have to blow it up. And yes, a 4K gives you a higher pixel density on the screen, but I don't think it's worth the expense for the higher resolution. So, yeah, I've got two LGs here. So,
Yeah, I had two Dells that I had two partial curves Dells that I just loved. I mean, I still have them. They're at my work now. I just moved them to work. So I have two really nice screens at work.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I have
the ones that I had ordered were Alienwares. So they are Dell's. It's Dell's gaming line as Alienware, if you don't know that.
Yep.
So anyway, no. Yeah, I bought
If you're
two.
looking for a camera case, this is a good one here. Just if you have it, yeah, I know you got one, but this is the one, these are the ones I use right here. These are Telson cases. They're very inexpensive. They got a great coupon price, and they're completely you can set
Well,
them up for everything.
it came with this case.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I wished I had a permanent case that fit, but I never got one when I got the X5.
And the beauty of it is this insert on this side, it comes out.
Yeah, that's great. And then can you put partitions in there then?
No, it doesn't have any way to put a partition in, but you can just
Yeah.
remove that tray out.
Well, you guys know me, and nothing lasts more than maybe 6 months. So this allows me to keep changing the case for the camera that I keep owning differently. So
Yeah. Well, I got the essentials bundle, so I've got the extra battery with charging hub, and then come with the extra stick.
if it works, you just keep doing it.
Yeah. So now I've got this stick, and I've got the other one that makes into a tripod. So I'm good on selfie sticks right now. And then it just slides into this little loop thing here on the side.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about the case. I don't that's one good point that he's making right there is on these cases. Yeah, this will fit a selfie stick, but it won't fit the long version of it. So yeah, this one will fit the um
Well,
this
now
is
we know
the
why you've been buying all these shorty selfie sticks.
well, they fit in this case perfect. This is the M the what they I've got a couple different versions of the M60. It's a what the hell is it? It is a the Lanzi, yeah, I think it's a 16. It's a 16 inch, is what it is. I mean, that's the length of it. and but they don't go
That
out. They
ain't no
don't
stick.
telescope
Oh,
the
there
whole
you go.
length. They don't telescope the longer length. I have to use a different stick for that. And I do. I don't. This one I just use for when I'm recording regular stuff.
Hey, when a stick comes up short.
I think I'm gonna see what the shortest stick I got in here. Let's see.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's short, if it's good and thick. Well, at least that's what she said.
There's
Did I say that out loud?
There's
Oops.
two versions of that. This came with the Insta360, or I got with the Insta360 X4, and this one's a shorter version. And I
Is
don't.
that the one that makes into a tripod?
No, none of them do. But this one's carbon fiber, really light. That's the good thing about this one. And this one is not carbon fiber. This is metal, but it doesn't make into a tripod. That's another thing that's not good about the regular stick, but they do have 1/4-20 bottoms that you can do that with. And the advantage of the Ulanzis are they are, they fold it. There's a lot of great examples. This one
See, I've got
will
these
fit.
two.
This one will fit in the case that I showed you.
Yeah, no, I've got this one that came with the X5, and I had this one, and this is the one that makes into a tripod.
Right. That's that's nice. I wish they all went that way. I wish they all took the handle and made into a tripod. That's just, you always need the tripod for something. And you don't want to carry an extra tripod. That's always a pain in the butt. So,
And they are, well, almost the same length. So the one was the tripod is about 4 inches shorter.
but yeah, you've updated your software and everything. You got the new update.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And remember the X5 also has the replaceable lens. So you got that.
And mine came with lens protectors too. So
yeah, I think I've got lens protectors somewhere. I have a lens replacement for one side. So if I do have to, when I did buy this one came with one lens protector or one lens replacement in case I smashed it somehow. Which, if you think about it, is not that hard to do. The X5, right, works with all of the mics. Like his mini works with it. It works with the mic 2. It works with the mic 1, not the original, and the mic 3. So they're all excellent cameras. Every one of them. Insta's been good. So, all right, we'll see you. Grave historian. Now you know a little bit about scuba. Don't tell me you never learned anything from our channel. That we just blow smoke all the time. We just get off topic. If we do have something that we regret once in a while, it's off topic discussions. But if you wanted an on topic discussion, you go to Ken Heron's channel. Oh, that's right. He's
I'm gonna go off topic for a second again.
All right.
This was my dive instructor, John Dugan. He just recently passed away. They just had his services. His PADI instructor number was 3 digits long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Talking about one of the fathers of scuba diving.
Mine was 4 digits.
Freaking 34 years in the Air Force. Went in enlisted, came out, retired as a major. The stories he had to tell. Remember Thunderbolt, the James Bond movie where they have that underwater fighting scene.
Yeah.
He was one of those divers.
Cool.
So
Yeah, the dive community is a fun community. They chill and they party and they have all kinds. It's storytelling and lots of late nights, lots of hanging out, lots of cool afternoons. Stuff like that. A lot of gearing up and
well, my understanding is he debriefed John McCain after he got released from the
oh wow,
Saigon Hilton.
wow.
Yeah. He actually, up until his last days, he taught doctors in hyperbaric medicine.
Hey, grave historian, I need your I need your I need your I need your prayers.
Squirrels.
Yeah, he's talking about squirrels. I need everybody's prayer before we end the stream. I want everybody to pray for me and to give me some hope because the other day I ordered a Mini 5 and I'm scared shitless that it won't show up. So, just I want everybody to know I need some small amounts of reassurance and praying because this has been a very difficult decision and it was so difficult. After I ordered the drone, I bought a pair of shoes. So I don't know if that's something that women do or something that men do, but I had to buy a pair of shoes after that because I needed something for sure that would show up on the date that it's supposed to
Shoes.
show up. Shoes, yeah, just
Okay.
but
Well, I guess my question would just be what kind of shoes? Because if you ordered 5-inch stilettos, I'm really worried about you now.
hey, Fly Zone, I believe me, man. Was a very agonizing decision because I'm this close of not buying another DJI drone, but I keep saying that.
No, Mikey's saying you should have been buying an FPV drone and not another mini.
It's the last one, guys. They're not going to make another mini after this one. This is it. This is the creme de la creme. It's the piece de resistance. This is the last mini that will ever come out of DJI, according to everybody. That is going to say it's either going to be illegal or it's not going to show up or whatever. But a little bird told me to order it from Japan, so I ordered it from Japan. So we'll see if it can shows up from Japan. So, all right.
Well, you'll never understand it. It'll never understand you.
Guys, I am so it pains me because
There's going to be a language barrier.
oh boy, here we go.
Yep. There's the taco call. Say, honey, it's taco time. It's taco time.
It's taco time. But anyway, I don't know. The 360 mini. I'm all in for the Neo because that's not what my big problem with this freaking purchase is. It's way overpriced, and I am a sucker. Guys,
Johnny says he
remember the
ordered his
first
from
mini?
South Korea and had in 3 days.
The first mini? And everybody's like, well, crap, you just buy a Mavic 4 because you can get them on freaking Amazon now. And at B&H Photo, there's tons of them that came into the country. Yeah, but that thing's $4,000. The Neo 360, you think it's going to be a 360? You guys think that? I don't know.
Well, I was talking to you about that before. I was wondering the same thing. Is that Neo 2 going to be that freaking 360 drone?
It could be. But the pictures we're seeing don't jive.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I don't know if we're seeing the real picture, the right one. You know, there's just really there's no leaked images that are real. That are, we don't know if it's, we see people with a drone, like here's a picture of a kid or a video. But that's not it. Then you got this one here, which is just a Neo 1. We know that a Neo 2 has passed compliance. So the FCC's already made it. I mean, we already got labels for that. So, and then everything else is AI. So if you see anybody putting an image up like this one here, let me show you this one. This is freaking AI right there. That's AI.
You know what? Your AI sucks. I sent you much better AI than that. I'm gonna pull that up now,
It's not.
just to give everybody, because I think we need one of those.
That looks like a backwards Neo. These are all, everything you see is a Neo 1. So I didn't, the other one, remember, was the Avata 3 or whatever. We'll leave it at this. This is the other one. Let's see if I can find this thing here. That to me, that's a Avata 1. I think that's an Avata 1 prototype. So I don't believe that's an Avata 3. And it's definitely not an Avata 2. It's
I
just
don't care about any of that. I want one of these. Hold on.
What? Show me.
And I want this thing.
Ooh.
Eh? If she comes with it, that's fine too. But the props don't even rotate on that thing and she goes flying. I mean, that's how you do AI right, okay? Not that lame ass shit you come up with.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The flight time on that one's going to be, oh boy. Oh boy.
You think you're going to get flight time on that?
No. Nope. No flight time coming on that one. Uh,
But I did like this one too.
okay, you got one more and I'll hustle. Oh yeah, that was kind of cool. I thought that was fun.
The Pirates of the Caribbean drone.
It's actually real. That's a flying one though. That's real flying. It's a quadcopter that they put on a really light, and then they even did with the sails. I thought that was very cool. They put little dudes in there. It's probably 3D printed.
Yep.
That was really neat. I like that. Like the witches. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody to do something cool for, like, we'll see if anybody comes up with anything fun this year. But here's the other one. Here's the other image. This one's real, but I think it's Avata 2. This is the last one before we close shop here. I gotta, like I said, I gotta get my butt to this one here. This has got a four bladed prop. It looks like a molded Avata 2, but it could be an Avata 3. And we were thinking it would be the Neo because it could be really small. There's no scale. So this is real something, but it could be a prototype of something we've already seen. But this has been around for a while. And it does have a moving camera. Like the original Avata, the 04 system. So we can expect that a Neo 2 will be an 04 system. It'll be a pro system. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I think they are going to upgrade the camera on that thing.
It'll be a pro and it'll be awesome and it'll still fly like shit.
Well, actually, the Neo, for what it is, has the side effect. I don't think that was done on purpose, but after auto rotation
Yeah.
to where, because I've seen videos where they turn off the quad, a la dad here, 100
Yeah.
foot in the air, and you just see the damn thing coming down, but it's
Yeah.
completely stable all the way down.
Yeah. It auto, like you're saying, auto rotates. I've never tried that. I would do it because I'm not worried about it breaking. You just, clip the power and let it come. That would be interesting to see. I don't have a place to do it anymore. They locked me out of that place. Everything else right now is pretty rustic. I guess I could do it in my yard, but I don't know if
Do
I
it
could
in
hit
your
my
football
yard.
stadium.
Yeah,
Do
that's
it at your
true.
school and football
Yeah, I
stadium.
could do it there. I could get away. I would do it there. Says the new Neo will be a Pocket 3 camera. No, they're not going to throw a 1-inch sensor inside of a Pocket 3 or a Neo. It's too good of a camera to put in a little drone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I like I said, this image has been out for a while. It's very intriguing. It's got a 4-bladed prop. The when the Avata 2 came out, it was a 3-bladed prop. The Avata 1 was a 4-bladed prop, and the Neo has been a 3-bladed prop. So this one is a
I'm sorry.
4.
Any of those whoops like that, they should have 5-bladed props on them.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I like my 5-bladed. And everybody tells me I'm a freaking shill for freaking Gem Fan, but why would I be a shill for $9 props? Tell me about it,
They're
guy.
not even $9. If you buy them
Yeah.
at,
Yeah, I
at
could buy them.
RDQ, they're like $4.
Yeah, I could get them cheaper. But they come in a kit with the
Yeah,
screws and the
with the
little
screws.
screwdriver. They're $9. And to me, that's not going to break the bank. But these are something different. And then if you look at the props, they look like quick release for some reason. There's some things about it that are very interesting on that. So,
All
all
right.
right,
It
all
is
right, guys,
time to wrap it up.
it's time to go. Yep.
Yep. We got stuff to do. You
Yeah,
got tacos to eat.
I got,
I don't know. My better half hasn't showed up yet. Oh, Barkley. Well, better late than never, I guess. And when Barkley's around, Jenna's around. So,
may the Mini 5
howdy, you two.
Pro be delivered unto thee with all the haste, yet without tariff transgressions or sinful seizure.
And Bill is here, coast to coast. Howdy, feller.
Oh man,
He had fish tacos today.
that sounds good. Except I hate fish. That's interesting, right? You'd think that I like to dive, I'd like to fish. I'm very picky about fish. If it's fresh,
Have,
if it
have I told you about the dive student that was deadly afraid of fish? This really happened. His girlfriend worked at SeaWorld, had to get scuba certified, and you know how guys are, do anything for a piece of butt.
yeah.
So he decided he's going to join the scuba class. And we've done the pool work and everything was fine. And then we get out to the lake and, you know, we're going down to the platform that was about 30 foot below surface to do our drills. And fish start showing up. And he's just hanging there and shooing them off. I'm like, okay, kind of weird, but whatever. Then Joe showed up. Joe was about a 2-foot catfish. 2.5 foot catfish.
And he looked like 4
And that
feet.
and that kid freaking lost it. I mean, he starts screaming out the top of his lungs. You see that freaking regulator, it come flying out of his mouth to the end of the hose and then just dangling down. He would not quit screaming. Instructor grabs his ass, takes him to the surface, trying to push the damn regulator back in his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah, all the way up. You could hear him scream all the way to the surface.
and they do scream. I've heard that.
And
Underwater screaming.
yeah. And he's like, well, I guess I should have told you. I'm afraid of fish.
I
And
never
what
have
the
been.
fuck are you doing scuba diving?
I never have been afraid of anything swimming. I don't know. And like I said, as creepy as it is diving at night, I've never was worried about getting eaten by a shark. I never was worried about being attacked. I'm always at peace, underwater. I'm just, you know. The scariest thing I've ever seen was a barracuda, because I know that those things are mean. I was in Puerto Rico diving with just with a group, because I didn't have anybody that came with us to dive. So I had to go find some random group to dive with. And there were sea turtles, and everybody was like, look at the sea turtle over there. And I'm like, cool, there's a, I'm like, holy shit, look at the barracuda. And everybody's looking at the sea turtle. And I'm like, dude, man, that's just the one you got to worry about right over there. That thing's got big ass teeth. Oh my Lord. There he is. There's Mr. SeaWorld himself, scaring
That's
fish away.
me, and actually Texas State Aquarium. On that stingray on my shoulder, his name was Harley. And the part that you don't see in that picture was this guy that was coming between my legs.
All right, that's it. That's it. I got two calls
You
today.
see, this green guy? He was come swimming between my legs. That's why I'm kind of worried about looking down there.
Yeah, that's an eel. And they have big teeth too. People don't know
Yeah.
the big freaking teeth. They got big freaking giant like fangs. And there's 4 of them. And they're breathing. They're not trying to bite you. They're just breathing. Anyway. All right, I got to go.
Yep, we both got to go. So y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Until then, thank y'all. Hit the thumb on the way out, please. We appreciate it. Until then, bye and
bye.
see ya.